if he wanted to put in. Do you want to ask him if he wants to put in any of the pieces from the wall in the auction?
No, I think they should stay on the wall.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
Like a show.
Yeah, that's right.
He probably has a piece he made tonight, or he might have been just.
I think it was really sweet. He was talking to a lot of the people that were coming in.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Are we live? That's hilarious.
Yeah, he did really well.
Yeah.
Like we talked about which paintings were new and if he's been spending all summer working on it to put the show together. And
What happened to the camera?
Nothing.
Oh, the camera's working. I'm on an old feed.
That's so nice.
We had some good chats. And I could see which ones were some kind of similar, and we talked about the color palette of them. And yeah, it's good.
That's so
It's
sweet.
very professional.
That's so nice.
Bro.
Cute, bro. That's so awesome. Okay. So, people at home, this is Rumble 534, and this is our auction feed. So, we were just talking about Alvin and his beautiful work up on display at the gallery here. So, it'll be up for a few weeks. So hopefully you could get a chance to come down and see it in person. I tried to do a walkthrough in the live earlier. It was hilarious. So it would be better if you came down physically with your eyeballs. We are going to start the auction quickly here. We want to make sure that we are sharing the live feed, and I'm going to make an announcement to everyone here. There's a lot of people in and out and doing different things, so we might make a few announcements to share the live feed, because there's amazing artwork and good things happening, and we want to share that. Rich is setting up the second
unit
camera, so I want to make sure that, because last week we were trying, and then people could see the work that was open or like being bid on, so that was good. I'm going to share the feed while I'm talking. That's super weird.
What's weird?
I just keep opening Facebook to share it, and then don't know how to explain that.
Okay, is this like? That was
Citrus fruit series in like a week. I hope she was able to bring some of her stuff. All right. Okay, so we are live on YouTube, and I know there's a
campus?
Yep.
Okay, let's put the mic here. Get the mic.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that's Alvin's laugh. He has a good laugh. Am I in the? Oh no, I'm not in the frame at all. I have to be this close. Okay. All right. So we are live on YouTube and Facebook. If I could get everyone to take their phones out and share the live feed either on YouTube or Facebook, then more people will be able to see the lovely artwork being made and sold tonight. The more people that can see it, the better.
The more we share the Facebook. The more we share the Facebook, the happier you'll be.
Right?
Your friends and my friends
There's
will
a dog
buy
fight.
art from you. The more we share the Facebook, the happier we'll be.
Yay. Okay. So there are people outside. Maybe they will come in. There a lot of people came for Alvin's show, which is really awesome to see, because that was the first show we've had since COVID. Can we show it first? Because I think what worked really good was showing it in this camera and then moving it there, and then people had.
I'm just putting this here for placement.
Oh, okay. Okay, so next we are online and in person. We're going to start the auction. So artists set their, there's things happening. Artists set their own minimum bids. So we make sure the artist keeps half of their sale and we keep half just to pay rent. Rich donates all of his work, and I donate all of my work to the house to make sure we keep rolling. So we that's how we do. So artists set their own minimum bid. We already have some bids on some of the stuff, so I'm going to start pulling up work, and then we can all kind of see the flow of the evening. Why is there a dog outside? I did not order the dog. I'm just kidding. Like really echoes. Oh, I see. Okay. So just to get everyone familiar with what we're doing, we already have a bid on Dusty's beautiful napkin. So we sell, there's lots of different materials and media that people bring in. Dusty is a fiber artist, also an acrylic painter, oil painter, weaver, everything. And she was working on indigo dyes on the weekend. So this is really cool. So she was telling me the process, and it was really neat because she was talking about the folding, and it's on the one side you can see quite evenly, and on the other side you can tell which pieces were folded in the center of the fold. But it was really cool. So this is a set of 4 indigo dyed napkins, all different dyeing techniques, and they have an opening bid of $40 from Joanne. So these are beautifully indigo dyed pieces. Opening was $20, and Joanne is so lovely. She bid $40 on this set of 4 napkins. I might put them in the plastic bag so people can still see them, but then they're not on the floor. So currently at $40 to Joanne. Oh, like look at this. This is super cool. This one was no, she's part of a guild, and then she it was her guild taking part in this indigo dyeing event. So it was super cool. Sorry. I'll put this so people can see. Right? Does that come across as an indigo dyed napkin? Maybe not, but maybe people will ask, what is that beautiful thing? Okay, next we are going to show. Oh, good. Rich's phone is here. I just want to make sure people. Because people are also going to be texting in bids. And making sure the thing is on. Bringers on. Got Joanne's bid. Currently at $40 for Dusty's piece. Most excellent. Okay, I'm going to want to pull in a couple pieces. Okay. So Alox brought in a few cute Hello Kitty pieces. So this is a small one, opening $15 for this lovely mixed media, some acrylic, some maybe this is mostly acrylic paint pens. Opening is $15. So opening $15 for this cute little Hello Kitty. Yeah, I'll put you in right now. She's tall. I don't think we could do this. Yeah. All right. Next, this is very important. This is Alex's first time selling with the gallery. Big round of applause for Alex. So I'm showing the people at home so they can see it really nicely. The detail is so beautiful. Opening is $20 for this lovely piece. It is acrylic on the canvas panel. Here we go. Show the people here. Show the people at home. You see?
I have a drink. I'm thirsty.
It's over there. There's water on the floor. And look.
It's gorgeous. I love it.
Hi.
It's right in the basket.
All right. So the opening is $20 for this lovely piece. And people are just still sharing and getting into the evening. We're going to keep that one open.
Did you share off the phone?
No, I didn't yet.
Did you talk to everybody about how important it is
Yeah.
to share the link?
I did.
Okay.
The right one.
The correct link that is.
I know I looked before and I was like, oh no.
So the good news is there's a lot more room for us since a lot of our buyers bid from home. Joanne bid 25.
Yay! $25 to Joanne for Alex's
The tough news is we
piece.
do need count on you to find the link on Facebook and share it. Otherwise, nobody's going to see the auction.
Actually, and are you guys? Do you have to go quite early? Do you have to get going?
Well, she's 12. So.
Yeah, no, for sure. And this is amazing that she was able to take part. So we might actually. Should we time this one out faster, Rich? Then so then.
Are they taking it with if it doesn't go?
No, it's already has a bid.
Oh, okay.
But I was wondering if then she gets her sale right away, and then we can. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
I would say that. Yeah, if she's happy with 10, then she did it.
Are you happy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Going once.
Oh, going once, going twice, going 3 times.
21.
No, it's at 25. You
26.
said. It's a 20.
I burned my.
Are you
finger
actually
on that
bidding?
lamp. No, I was. They want to go home and ask.
Okay.
I burned my finger on that lamp, and it doesn't smell like burnt flesh. It smells like something that was cooked. Like I keep thinking, are there hot dogs? Like no, that's my finger.
Yes, if you're thinking.
Is it okay? Yeah, that would be awesome. Just because that would be a nice way to do the first sale. Then you have it. No, that's awesome. Because sometimes there's so much art, it can go on to very late. So we always try to get the young ones in first too. So that's awesome. I appreciate you saying that. That's awesome. Chelsea's gonna get you the money too. So last chance to bid any higher than 25. Chelsea's grabbing the money. Okay.
We have 6 people online
No,
and
There's
26 shares.
there's 12 people.
Oh, this is 6.
Well, that's silly. The next people.
Future reference, can she do it at home? Like
Yeah,
drive home
absolutely,
and take
She
a
can also
picture?
follow us on live from home as well, right? So
Okay.
yeah.
You're on YouTube. I don't have Facebook. No.
Yeah,
She
YouTube.
doesn't have social
Yeah, we're on
media.
YouTube as well. So just Rumble House and then. Yeah,
She can follow from there.
definitely. Yeah.
Take a picture on there. And
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. And then she has the stills. Yeah, for sure. That's awesome.
you can follow.
So one of the pieces of inspiration was a poem by Anne Sexton, The String Bean.
Just hand it to Jess.
Yeah.
Or put it on that.
Sorry, I'm not having a bad time now. What's your opening bid?
Okay, it's just on Facebook. I don't know.
YouTube too.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, this was done by Carly, and she was here visiting, and it was so awesome she was able to do a piece. We have to close it, like, sorry, I am not a dog person. Maybe we lose viewers because I just said that. Okay.
Hey Chelsea, can you show it to everybody to be quiet for a bit so we get the option? Just do it like a phone call for.
I don't like being mean.
All right. So this is a piece donated by Kathleen. Acrylic on canvas, and it was done by Jen Stinson. This is Forgotten Memory. I think this was from either Gorilla House or early Rumble House days. So opening is $25 for this one.
Also, can we say that at the point where like we ask people to be quiet, it's not because we don't want you to have fun. we don't want to be the party poopers, but we can't sell the work if there are people able to hear us, and then so.
Yeah, that's mostly it because I end up people at home don't know what's going on. All right, this is.
And my name is not Captain Grumpy Pants. I'm not grumpy even a little. I'm happy.
So this is by Dallas.
Or was it?
Who's
Wouldn't that be like the wildest thing if I had no idea, but my nickname was Captain Grumpy Pants?
So this is by Dallas. This is a really great skateboarder. This is my chariot. It has 4 wheels and I can ride it through hell. Life can be tough, sad, mean, ugly, hurtful, but once you jump on and go, nothing makes me happier. That's really beautiful. Opening $10 to Rich Teru. Do I hear $15? People can be bidding online.
Oh, I forgot to check the
403.
Joanne bid $25 for the first time seller. Did we miss that already? Oh no, Joanne, you got that.
You got it. Everything's good.
Sorry, I'm just doing the sharing.
You're doing so good. And multitasking.
Yeah, multitasking.
Thank you. So it's currently at $10 to Rich Teru. If anyone wants to bid on this one.
Also, you should remind people that we've gone back to doing figure drawing.
Oh yes, we're also going back to doing figure drawing. So Thursdays 7 to 9, we have figure drawing here in the space as well.
Drop in $20.
Drop in $20
if you can make it. If you can't, $20. Don't let that keep you away. Well,
exactly, because we're trying to be inclusive space.
Wait, now it's way too quiet.
Can I know. I immediately regret stressing out. Just like
Chairman of the board.
Hey, so this one's a really cool piece. It's always amazing watching her. So I was going to show you some of the stuff from the Blues Fest. So he was working on these really tight paintings from the Blues Fest, just sitting there and doing these really nice likenesses of the blues guys. Chuck Berry, Muddy Waters. And these are also opening $25 if anyone's interested. But once you sit there and your brain's in that mode of working really fast and really tight, then he did a piece for Scott that was Sarah Vaughan and Billie Holiday, and that was super like fast and loose. And then he sat down and did this one, and it came out. So this is on Vegas fabric.
Yeah.
And then he painted Frank Sinatra into it.
Which that companion piece was really nice.
And it came, yeah, it was so he
This
was.
one I just farted out.
I wonder if that helps sales.
There's a video. I usually speed them up.
Yeah,
I
there's a
think it's
video
speeded
of
up,
this
but
one.
just like, put it
You
in it.
had it there.
Yeah.
You what you wanted.
Yeah,
But the one with the 2 ladies is
yeah, it was so gorgeous. What's your opening bid for this one, Rich?
I got a lot, so maybe if I just start them all, I usually start at like $1 because I'm funny. But if I start them at all $25, we'll know who wants them because sometimes when I have too many pieces and it's confusing.
That's what we've been doing. So
We're
that
trying to be
sounds good. There's also, like you said, the video that you can watch making this. And my favorite part, he like cuts it in so beautifully, but then also to cut in the face with one shot. It is
There
so
was
beautiful
about
to
8
see.
strikes and it was done. It was like literally like bang, bang, bang.
So
I couldn't have
beautiful.
painted a paint by numbers as fast as that came out. Just like,
But that's because of that time you put in.
my skills were sharp.
Yes.
You were in the zone.
In the zone. So Hello Kitty is opening at 15. The napkins are at 40, and Frank Sinatra is opening at 25.
And we don't keep them
Thank you for that.
Right.
Just like being like,
Oh.
If you pick a piece you like and let us know, it makes the evening go so much
Yeah.
better.
Okay, well, I would.
Otherwise, we're trying to guess. Yeah.
Wonderful. So
Dustin, $50 for Sinatra.
beautiful. Thank you. So this is by Alox. There's a really cute little Hello Kitty, and she's holding a strawberry. Opening is $30.
Where's it holding the strawberry?
30 to Sandra.
In a field?
It's Leah.
How long is it holding that strawberry for?
I am allergic to strawberries.
It's a safe consumption of
How long
strawberries.
does it hold the strawberry for?
Forever. Strawberry Fields. So this is by Alox. Opening is 30. Sandra bid 30.
Cute little Hello Kitty with a strawberry on a vinyl. Clams Casinos, level 32 levels. You can't play this anymore, but I like looking at what people paint on. Usually it's polka music. Right?
We actually bought some polka.
We did, so I don't know.
It wasn't so much polka as like Russian umpa music.
Right.
But we're at this store that had like a liquidation series of records.
Yep.
I got a few gems, and then I got a ridiculously bad Russian album. Come on in.
Like every like.
Okay.
It sounded a lot like Delta London lifting weights. That's the only thing I could really attach it to.
Okay. So
Do I have the skateboard one?
Yeah, you have that one
At 10?
currently.
Okay. Yeah. Where's yours?
in my back pocket.
I might need to adjust that so it stays open. Hold on.
Okay. So this is by Kevin. This one is opening at $25. It is UV reactive. Lovely lady listening to music.
Kevin, how did you find us? I remember seeing you walk in a couple weeks ago, but how did you discover us?
I met a friend at a festival. And he told me
Oh, I asked you already. Yeah. My best friend at work is Kevin, and I tease him about the chocolate chips all the time. So if that slips out, it's not meant to be like, aha, I'm trying to bug you as much as I like to bug my friend Kevin.
It's okay, I do like chocolate chip cookies.
Excellent.
There you go.
Opening is $25 for this lovely lady. Made with love.
Auto lock is on. Never.
Do you
Sometimes I leave the auto lock off, and Jess doesn't keep the phone in her pocket because something about girls'
Do we
pockets that I don't understand. But,
have the
What?
they're an illusion. Do we have the black light available? Because we could also show some.
Okay, let's do like a round of black lights in a bit.
Okay, that sounds
So
good.
we won't time it
So-
out yet, but we'll.
You could start bidding on some of these lovely pieces, and then we're gonna
Chappelle, you in the face with some awesomeness. Okay.
This is just as a disclaimer. We will not be chipowing you in the face. Do you
Like,
know what that
with-
means?
With awesomeness. No, I don't know what that means. I was gonna show them a painting under
Chip-
UV
you don't know what
light.
chappelle means?
No, it's like
You can't
a
tell people you're going
punch.
to chapow them in the face if you don't know what
Like a
chapow
punch?
means. Do you know what No.
Okay, but no, I don't.
I hope nobody from the school board's watching.
Ah. Here's my disclaimer. I don't know the words I use.
Well, you know, the kids use the word chapow for something that
Okay, now I know, and now I'm blushing.
you should not take advantage of.
Just saying, for the record, I've never heard that used in that context.
I think sometimes he just makes stuff up to make me blush.
Absolutely made that up. However, I thought I made that clear.
I never know when you're joking.
She encourages this, by the way. She laughs so loud when I tease her until she gets mad, and then everybody hates me. And
No, I'm not mad.
I love you.
My cheeks just might be red.
Yeah,
So it's Frank Sinatra's already at 50,
50 for Frank
Yeah.
Sinatra. Who bid?
Dusty did.
and then Rishma just did too. So I'm just letting her know. Also, I don't need to text her, I guess, because Rishma's
You
watching.
need to bid more money.
You know,
She's typing, so I don't need
kinda
to
hope
finish
that
typing.
Scott isn't hoping to get because the
60 to
Frank Sinatra,
Rishma.
the Frank Sinatra came out because Scott had the two paintings, and I was just being obnoxious, like, and Frank, and he's like, oh, I love it. It's like, but maybe he doesn't know how to put it up. So I actually think that when people don't get the pieces, it's kind of the most fun part of Rebel House. Is like that it's the buyer seller regret here is when you don't get the piece you wanted. And I think that's one of the things that makes it fun.
Awesome. And Scott is watching online. Hello, Scott.
I feel like we sold that.
No, we didn't, because
Okay.
we sold the other hand. Kyle bought the hand.
Okay, gotcha.
This is also by Nick Rooney. It's oil on panel.
Donate it back.
Donated back from Kathleen. And the opening is $50 for this oil on panel on a lovely premium gesso panel. And Chelsea was saying Nick Rooney is blowing up the internet right now. He maybe has maybe a new show at the Lot Gallery. If you even walk by, you can see some of his pieces.
I wonder if Nick is still making his paints because I remember one of the things.
He is. There's videos of it
Cool.
online.
Back in these
Very
days,
cool.
he would spend more time preparing his canvas than I spent on my best paintings.
Yeah.
And he made his own paints and he did everything.
Yeah, you can watch the video of him smushing it all around. It's very lovely. Yeah.
So
It's
satisfying.
really good. Those pieces of big, very graphic squares and then fruit falling right now. It's very cool.
Yeah, and it's like moment in space.
Here's the
It's on
Did you go to the camera question?
I'm not sure.
All right. Another piece donated back from Kathleen is a lovely lady. The earring detailing looks a little bit like it might be a print, lino
We
print.
should also explain that Kathleen is donating these pieces back because she's moving into a smaller
Kathleen is
space.
downsizing.
And so she didn't not love the pieces.
No, she was actually talking about how it was like a process of saying goodbye to these pieces because a lot of these ones are from Gorilla House, so 10, 11 years ago, which is, that's like longer than some people get with family members, so.
Well, and the other thing is that
Opening
Kathleen
50
was
for
one
this
of the
one.
people I spoke to. I guess I just set my butt in your face. I wasn't looking. Okay. Kathleen was one of 5 people that I'd spoken to for about a year before I opened Gorilla House. I used to, text her in the middle of the night and say, "What do you think of this idea?" And so it was Kathleen and Ivan Eagletail and Gonzo and Elijah that I was banging the ideas off of when it came to time to invent the space.
All right. Yeah, so Kathleen was one of the original, the primate. So this is by Tanya Weeb, a lovely abstract composition. Wheels. Entitled Wheels. Opening is $30. $30 opening bid for this lovely piece by Tanya Weeb.
I didn't used to be allowed to have you guys sign work, and now I'm graduated, I'm allowed to sign work.
That's cool.
Do you remember D'Souza? He came by one day, he's like, "You're not letting your kids sell things at the gallery." I'm like, "Oh."
Lady with the black hair is opening at $50.
I missed the opening bid for the lady with the black hair.
$50.
He's reading the checks off his watch, and then I have his phone.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's okay. I'm glad that you're watching. So opening is $50 for this piece.
Uh, Is that too close, do you think?
Joanne bid 55
On which?
on the lady with the black hair.
Can I ask you, is that too close?
Close to what?
I just look at the screen. I just changed the.
This? I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe for the bigger ones, but
Sure. Just let me know if you need to. This could be telling.
all right. So Joanne bid $55 on the lady with the black hair. Did you get that one? Chelsea? Okay, thank you. Oh, Dusty bid is Sinatra at 60. Yes, Sinatra is at 60. And then Dusty said, if so, I bid 65. Thank you, Dusty. Dusty bid $65 on Sinatra.
Don't forget to get in front of that camera. Here, I'll turn it for you. Would that help?
No, thanks. Sinatra is currently at 60. Dusty's indigo dyed napkins are at 40. Dallas's skateboarding piece is at 10. Nick Rooney's opening is $50. Alox's opening is $15. Alox's vinyl is currently at 30 to Sandra. And Alex's first time seller has sold already at $25 to Joanne. That is closed. This one is a beautiful oil on panel framed by our lovely dear friend, Mark Vasquez McKay. This was also a donation piece back from Kathleen Moores. And so Mark is currently living in Mexico City. He has a studio down there. He came and visited around July. And then he's back in his hometown with his lovely wife, Carmen. So this is a lovely piece. Opening is $50 for this lovely oil on panel framed by Mark. This is dated 2015. This was when we just opened Rumble House.
Did Mark take her last name in hiking?
Yeah, this is Spanish way.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
really cool.
it is really cool. Yeah,
That's
Yeah, it's-
very cool.
really sweet.
They put it wide.
Mhm.
Her names are this one. It's like every-
You know, and in fairness, not in fairness, I'm just saying, first of all, it is very cool. On top of that, though, it was the tradition of her family. And
Yeah.
on top of that, Vasquez is his favorite painter, right? So if I married somebody
Yeah.
named Picasso, for sure, Rich Picasso would be my new name as well. You want to know what we were going to do is combine our names into Zabaru.
I know people that created a new last name
It's like
when
the
they got
Pope
married.
Yeah,
They
right?
wanted it to be a start of a new family.
Yeah.
Tabo or Zabaru were the two names that we talked about.
But then I'm still changing my name. That would be double the paperwork. So we're like, we talked about it actually. And
It so happened that I've had 3 kids, and Felix was the first one that had my last name, so that was kind of a big deal to me. And it was really sweet that you just took Taylor.
Yeah.
Instead of Zabaru.
I'm gonna call you that.
and then I taught grade 5 in my practicum year, and they called me Zaboomafoo.
Of course,
Like
they
that.
should.
It was that time.
I really liked it.
Sorry, I'm just holding this and talking about it. This is by Tanya, and it's called Wheels, and the opening is $30. Text 403-629-7424. If
That's 403-629-7424. 403-629-7424.
Okay. This is the last one by Alox that he dropped off today. It's cute. The little balloon has a not happy face.
Should we do like a speed round of black?
$30 opening bid. Sure, let's do that. Sorry,
Okay.
You're gonna have to turn off the ring light for me.
Okay. Reshma bid 70 for Sinatra. Ready?
Yeah. Okay, so there's a number of these that are black light reactive. that-
Yeah, so we're gonna do a showing of the black light pieces.
This one's quite nice. It's in front of the camera.
Yeah, look, Sandra, your piece is black light too. Oh, yeah,
There we go. Black lit.
very nice. So this is
Did
oh,
this one end up black light?
it's very cute though.
This one's
This
very
is
nice.
by Kevin.
This is so funny that I have the camera and the black light at such extreme angles. That
Dusty bid 75 for Sinatra.
Sinatra maybe no, I don't think Sinatra has any black light. That's kind of a departure for me. It's kind of a
Oh
while-
yeah,
kind
it's
of a
very
while
matte.
since I did anything without black? Oh, it does.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So this is on a very, very loud, ridiculous print. They always make fun of me at the. Actually, can I say something about fabric stores? Because first of all, I love fabric stores. I grew up in fabric stores. I was having a moment where I was missing the Glenbow last week, and I posted about it, and then a whole bunch of people gave me a whole bunch of advice, and I actually found that feeling I was missing by going into a fabric store. I do find there's a bit of a stranger danger when Terry walks into the fabric stores. They look at me like I'm nuts, and I go through and I pick the loudest, ugliest fabrics I can get. those make for the best paintings. There's actually right there a flannel I'm going to go after next week, and this is a new
Oh, this is so
arabesque that I'm looking
beautiful.
forward to. But sometimes I actually have to explain why I'm buying it, because I'm buying this Vegas fabric, and they're like, "Do you really want this?" And it's on sale for like $2 a yard, and I'm like, "Yeah." And then I
Oh, 5
sheepishly
yards.
admit that I find the ugliest canvases I can colors I can find to make canvases. This one's quite nice.
This is by Kevin. Positive vibes
I
only.
think this will work. Okay, is that working? Yeah. I'm just a little tied down because I have the
All
lamp
the-
plug on the wrong
yeah.
side, because I made some decisions earlier today and I didn't do a great job with the
No, it's
decisions.
okay. So the
What
opening
else?
bid for this one was 15, right? Okay. Opening bid
Hey.
for positive vibes only, $15 by Kevin.
Funny, ridiculous motorcycle, black light. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea.
It's good.
I do want to see this bird
Yeah.
though. So sometimes I get really excited about the black light because they're just fun to look at. So you don't have to own a black light to buy this piece, but if you do, this one's pretty fun. I really did screw it up that nobody at home is getting any black light tonight. It is. Magpie is the animal I associate with the most. And so if you hate magpies, keep it to yourself. I often think that if you have a grandmother with a weapon, my grandmother just passed, and she had a gun in her kitchen that she specifically only used to kill magpies. So generally, if you have a very peaceful family member that only kills one thing, it's usually magpies. I could talk for an hour about why I love magpies so much. I did 3 pieces tonight. This is another, this was sort of loosely based off the, what do you call it? It was a poem, and it was about a kid kind of growing up, and I wanted to go with the copper tone, kind of like dog pulling the underwear off, but even just saying that outside aloud sounds like way worse than I meant it to. There was an old copper tone
It
hat,
was, yeah. And
and
it
so
was
I was kind of
based on a poem about a girl growing up.
trying to get
ancestor.
to the
That's
idea
really sweet.
of the last time you went skinny dipping before you realized what skinny dipping was. This was a actually this is Freya, my Freya, my Norse goddess. We'll show these all again later. I just wanted to
for you.
get a quick glimpse of them in front of the black light, because I never get to see them in front of the black light until I do. So there's that one. This is a friend of ours. Her son passed, and I've been trying to paint him for a couple of years now. Oh, and this one, it's a combination of Felix and Charlie Brown with a broken arm, because Felix just broke his arm. That's probably somebody dinging us, telling us to.
Can you show the magpie again?
Yeah, but not. I'm gonna put the lights back on.
Wait, hold on. We have others to show.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Actually,
See you. Take care.
if you're gonna paint Northern Lights, black light is a fantastic tool to work with.
So these are all opening at $25 by Kevin. Maybe we
And I
put
guess
those two.
that's
I'll
the
put the other
payoff
two
tonight
in
is
next.
if you
Is
came
that
in
okay?
person, you get to see the black light, and if you're at home, you
Yeah.
get to see the edge of the painting.
So this is also opening $25 by Kevin. And this one. I just can't
Oh.
see.
So at
Poor
home,
people at home.
just hear us say, "Oh." That is a very, very, very effective use of the black light, right? Do you ever do it with the black light on?
No.
It's fun, right? When you finally get to
Honestly, all of those, it didn't actually use glow dark days. So the fact that they glow is actually surprising to me.
Yeah. Well, lots of colors
That's
will.
fun. Imagine.
Your highlighters are just like.
I was gonna say, look, Kelly wrote her note in blacklight, and it's blacklight. This is by Kelly.
Okay, I'm going to put all the lights back on.
Okay.
Oh.
This is by Kelly. His name is Benji, and he has a kitty cat pet, and the kitty cat pet. Something happens. I think that tail. Someone got mad at me for hitting the cat. Oh, there. The tail wags.
Wait, someone got mad at you for hitting
Well,
the
no,
cat?
it's like I've said everything wrong tonight, but you have to pat the cat's back and then the tail wags. Anyways, the opening bid for this backpack
Did
and
somebody get mad at
cuteness
you for
is $45.
mistreating a cat?
No.
That's insane. Because that's stuffed.
$45 for Benji. Lights in the eyes and tails wagging. $45.
What did Dallas's piece go for? I
$10.
have it.
Yeah.
I bought it for 10.
$10. Yeah.
Oh, do we have some cash with me?
Yeah. It's at the back. Yeah. Hold on.
How do we pay out cash before?
Well, Chelsea can grab
Go get it.
Can you
Yeah.
grab us?
the
5 or a 10?
Rich Terrier.
I bid 10, so 5.
5. Okay. Show the magpie without the black light. Yes, Gina. Here is the magpie without the black light.
You have to hold it a little farther back.
Oh, I'm looking
Do
at
you
the
want
wrong
me to just
screen.
here?
No, I was looking at the wrong screen.
Watch this
I
out.
just have to come back.
Watch this. I can just change it. You got a little less detail, a little more space.
There you go.
What you don't get with the magpie is that there's blue on the black, and all the feathers are black light hidden into the black, which is exciting.
Very nice. What's your opening bid for the magpie?
$5.
$5? Beautiful. $5, Gina.
What's for $5?
Magpie. Magpie. $10. Ah. Bye. Take care, Dallas. Gina says, geez, 25
25 is way better than 5. Imagine all our bids went up by
for the magpie, yeah. And Joanne says, $55 for Kelly's. Thanks, Joanne. Praxis was asking about Rooney's is $50 opening. Leanne bids $15 for the good vibes. So this one is currently at $25, correct?
To Gina.
Perfect.
The 30.
$30
You
to
have an
Kyle.
advantage because you saw it in the black light.
I love magpies.
Too.
Rishma bid $80 for Sinatra and typing because I think she just heard that Kyle got it for 30, the magpie. Right? You
Yes.
bid 30?
Oh, yeah.
Kyle bid 30 for the magpie. Rishma, do you bid 35? He said it just before you. Rishma bid 35.
Yeah, we'll go for it.
For the magpie, Gina bid 50. Dusty bid 85 for Sinatra. This is another lino print set from Sandra. So this is print 9 out of 15 and 9 out of 15. This is the Protect Me, the protection symbol, and this is Stillness. So as a set, it's opening at $10. So it's a pretty nice, good energy set. It's by Sandra, opening $10 for the lino prints. There's two other. I think Steve bought the set last week, and then yeah, because they came and picked them up. Stefan bought them. Yeah, there is a single one too. What am I doing? Oh, Johnny? This is Johnny Cash. This is by John. No, this is not by Johnny Cash. Oh my god. This is by Rich Tiru of Johnny Cash. A young
Nobody
Johnny
sang,
Cash.
said, hello, I'm Johnny
Johnny
Cash.
Cash. There you go. So this is Johnny. Why am I struggling?
Why are you struggling?
So much to
It should be fun.
No, I'm having fun. It's not that I'm not
Okay,
having
let's
fun.
do some stuff. this will simplify things because I think we got a lot of
Scott
stuff on.
bid $25 for the two prints by Sandra.
Oh, I'm just glad Scott knows we're here because I was worried that Scott might want for not Sinatra.
No, different Scott.
Doesn't
Scott
matter.
Court.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, what's this one at? What's that? What's it at?
It's at 85 to Dustin.
$85 going once, $85 going twice, $85 going three times, and the time is 9:50. What? 9:50.
950.
So you have 10 minutes to bid on Frank Sinatra.
How much is Johnny opening up for?
$5.
I thought it was all 25.
$25. Thank you, Chelsea. Does this have a bid yet? It should.
I love that. Yeah. Jesus. No,
That was
not
a weird
Jesus.
noise.
Scott, because it's a really nice pun.
Does this have a bid yet? Okay.
This
Does-
one is at $15 to Leanne.
Gotta get those loving good vibration. Okay, so this is at $15.
To Leanne, yeah.
Going once. Going twice. Going three times. And you've got
10 minutes.
10 minutes to bid on this one. Or live without it forever.
951.
What about this one? Who's got this one?
Sandra.
Sandra, how much you got it for? Sandra's like,
$30.
$30 going once, $30 going twice, $30 going three times. You have 10 minutes to change our minds. Okay, and then this one sold, right?
That's what we're
Yep.
yeah.
Dallas's. I donated Dallas's back to him. So
That's
he can
very
resell
kind.
it. What's the bird got?
The bird's at 50 to Gina.
50 going once, 50 going twice, 50 going three times, and it is probably still $9.50.
$60.
951.
Ooh,
60?
60.
$60.
This one's at 55
$50. 55.
to Joanne.
$55 going once, $55 going twice, $55 going three times. It's really embarrassing when I put the wrong number up, but I got that one right. $50.
Like you said, your auditory.
Is this a guy?
I don't know.
Is this
Gina
like
said 75 for the magpie.
is this a Hanna-Barbera?
I'm not sure.
Super cute. I don't even like stuff like this, and I like this one. What is this?
This
55 to Joanne.
Joanne going once, Joanne going twice, Joanne going three times. If you want any of these pieces, it's time to get off the pot, as my dad would say. The motorcycle one did not get a bid. Look at this. He's a downhill racer. Ooh, he's an uphill racer. Ooh, Red Bull. Okay.
What is your opening on that?
$5. I just had these pieces of wood, to tell you the truth, and I did this one while I was waiting for this one to dry. So I also did this one while I was waiting for the other to dry. I wasn't actually, neither of these I really should sell because they're crap.
They're not.
No, I'm just saying, this one I'm quite proud of. I'm
like-
going to keep this one. And then, anything else? What's the bid on this one?
Opening bid is $30.
This is an opening bid of $30?
Yeah. It's really nice. It is
I have
by
to
Tanya
say-
Weave.
If Felix was here, he would carry these around and you'd get a better look. I kind of at first thought that they were, it was an abstract piece.
Yeah.
And then getting closer, I think it is either some flowers, which I like a lot. Does it have
It's
a title?
called Wheels.
Right. Well, because I don't think it's flowers either. Can I tell you what I think it is?
What?
I think this is looking into a
Oh, yeah.
kaleidoscope.
That's cool.
And I think that when I saw it up close and held it in my hands, my heart stopped a little.
yeah, it is.
And when I
really
was across the
powerful
room, I didn't connect it to it the way I connected to
Yeah.
it holding
when
it.
you see it.
So I'm going to walk this out and ask you guys to hold it in your hands. Don't feel pressured to buy it. Or feel pressured to buy it if you like. But
If you
I
like.
had a different experience to it close up.
Right.
And sometimes that happens. Sometimes, and this is bad for me, I am bad for this. Sometimes the noise of this space, and particularly the noise of Rich Teru, just be, and then the quiet pieces get missed. And I apologize for
No,
that
it's
because I'm naturally, I'm obnoxious.
You come.
Kate, what's happening
I was
next?
gonna ask you, should we show some of these ones?
We can, but once for this one,
Yes.
Felix broke his arm. This is Felix as Charlie Brown with a And I don't even know what a beagle looks like, but I didn't want to draw Snoopy. So this Snoopy, Charlie Brown, and Felix. Opening bid is $5. Did this get a bid?
No.
Darth Vader by Alox.
Darth Vader.
I'm just being funny. It's not obvious.
Kelly.
A Hello Kitty Darth Vader.
This one is at these two.
25 to Scott.
25 to Scott.
These are at 25 to Scott.
Thank you.
Nice.
Richard from Illinois.
Oh, we
He
haven't
just
heard
bid-
from Richard from Illinois in a long
He
time.
just bid $10 on your motorcycle.
Oh, that's nice. Where is it? $10 going once, $10 going twice, $10 going 3 times, and sold. Come on in.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Well, he just said come on in. So.
Oh yeah.
What's going on? Not
So
in here?
so every
Have you ever been
single-
here before?
No.
Oh, you have to come and tell us what it's like to wander into a place like this.
Well, that's pretty cool. That's why we're here.
That's fun.
Every Wednesday at 7 o'clock, 30 euro to show up. We never know who's coming. Sometimes it's 35, sometimes it's 70, sometimes it's 3. 30 or 40 euros show up at 7 o'clock. We spin a wheel. It's actually lazy Susan. We come up with 3 random ideas, which you could ignore if you want to. So the rules are all pretty flexible. We paint for 2 hours and then auction all the work off at 9.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's free to take part.
Yeah.
And yeah, come have a seat.
Yeah,
Yep.
thanks. Well,
What would you rather do on a Wednesday night?
right. Not too much.
Show your bike. Is that
Yeah.
I did show my bike. I
Okay.
think
It's at $10.
Richard bid $10 for that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
oh. Wait, what's happening? Johnny Cash?
Johnny Cash,
How much for Johnny?
$5.
20.
25.
Okay.
25.
Leanne's
Okay, so-
asking. She's like, wait, is it 25 or what is it?
Opening bid is $5. I'll tell you the story behind this. We were at the Blues Fest, and when we go to the Blues Fest, I paint blues musicians over and over and over again. And so we're there for 4 days straight, and I painted 21 blues musicians over the span of 4 days. And around mid-afternoon, day
These are
4,
some of them.
I was like, I can't paint another blues guy. And so I painted Johnny Cash for a break. And then as I was working on Johnny Cash, I realized Johnny Cash actually was a blues guy. So I just thought of him as kind of like a rockabilly, country, multifaceted fella.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm offering this for $5 because it wasn't like my Chuck Berry or it was like a would you know the difference when I'm resting? I was resting on this one.
Do you want to show some of your blues? Fest
Sure.
ones?
Blues Fest, there was Chuck Berry. These are maybe nicer closer up. Muddy with the glowing dark cigarette.
Leanne says $10 for Johnny Cash. Although
And
this
yeah,
is her
okay.
favorite.
Leanne's going to have to go to the office for sticking her finger
Leanne
up at a
bid
teacher.
10 at the Johnny Cash. Yeah, 10 at. That's good English. Okay. Joanne bid 20 on the 3 little munchkins, and I don't know what that means.
The mountains? Is it these?
Munchkins?
These 3 mountains?
Munchkins.
Are these the munchkins?
Maybe.
You'd be crazy not to.
This one is opening at $15.
If you guys are just coming here for the first time, this would be a good kind of pocket-sized piece, you know, just to get started.
Oh, are you talking about Rich's 3?
I have 3.
One of them is $10 currently.
Oh, are these the munchkins?
Yeah, like the 3 little ones.
I forget. There's this one. Bop, bop, bop.
Oh,
Could I see the blues, the ones on the paper?
yeah. And there's these 2. So this is Sam Cooke, Change Gon' Come. This is the Blues Fest. Ooh, I like
the one you said was
This is the Blues Fest. So it's just the backside.
Mississippi John Hurt. Are you okay? Yeah. That was funny that I was saying Mississippi John Hurt and then something fell. This is Bo Diddley,
Oh, really?
and this is me.
Which one are you interested in?
Oh, Felix is in it.
I will also.
Oh,
bid
okay.
25 for this.
What'd she bid? $25?
$20 for
I
Felix.
saved my bottle money.
I will give you money.
This one,
These two are
Joanne?
my students, so they get special treatment. I apologize.
The little munchkins, $20.
There's 3 munchkins in there, isn't there? There's
Felix, his broken arm, and Snoopy.
yeah, right. Or I was thinking the Snoopy house.
Scott upped his own bid for the 2 prints. $35 he bid. Oh, he actually just bid 40. Thanks, Scott.
On the lineup?
On the lino prints, yeah. Should we show any of those ones or not tonight?
Which what?
I don't
Which?
know.
Not yet.
No?
Maybe it
Okay.
was.
Okay.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a. Oh, perfect. So yeah, Joanne was bidding on the Felix one for 20.
This is a funny background story. This really nice gentleman popped his head in the gallery a few weeks ago, and he's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing? What do you do?" He knew nothing about us, but he was moving back, and he wanted to give us some canvases, so he gave us a bunch of canvases. Some of them he had started, right?
Yeah.
And so that's a great gift, because actually one of the reasons I'm able to like cut loose a little bit is because I got some free supplies. And so one of the paintings he did, you could tell that he put great effort into painting picture. It's not really my style, but instead of painting over it, I actually painted over it. So this is a collaboration by an
Instead of
unnamed
painting
artist.
over it, you painted into it.
No, I painted right over it. But I used.
Cheeky.
Is that on camera? I used his structure. So he had a painting a lot like this. It was kind of a half of a drawing and half of a painting, and it was the canvas was white. I am so sorry about this, by the way. But anyways, it's a bum, and I literally I fleshed out the bum quite a bit. Like I thickened the bum because it was kind of like actually a very kind of unhealthy looking bum. Like maybe like
Like he wasn't done painting it or something. It was like very.
Yeah, but also I think the reference he was using was probably somebody that it was a photo, I think, of somebody that didn't eat enough. So like I fleshed it out a bit. And I'm not willing to admit I did put this Goldfinger on here. That's
we
all
were
I'm gonna tell
watching
you.
Goldfinger.
Yeah, and so this piece I need to get out of here fast. It kind of makes me uncomfortable, and sometimes I forget to sign my paintings. I forgot to sign this painting, and I will not remember to sign this painting because it's a collaboration between me and this
someone else,
really,
yeah.
really nice
He
person
was really
that
sweet.
gave us a bunch of paintings. I was actually super embarrassed by the subject matter while I was working. I was like, I can't believe I'm painting this. But I was also watching James Bond, so I was kind of tripping a little bit. Like, I forgot my manners, and
You're so
and-
cute.
I'm never really going to commit to how much I committed to the. Let's just say I finished it off. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so
That's perfect.
opening bid is like, please just take this out of here.
Yes.
$1.
$1?
For,
Perfect. $1.
did you bid on it?
No, it's a little big. It's a little big.
Where are you going to put it? Right? Maybe I might put like a dress over top of it as well.
That would be nice.
You guys cannot bid on this. Let me tell you the story.
Not for me.
Have you been here when I told the story about the one? 2 of my grads came in, and they were bid. You heard the story about the bong, yeah. So
Sorry about the ball.
I'm like, no, you cannot bid on the bong. It's like, oh, it's fine. They're legal. I'm 18. I'm like, no, you cannot bid on the bong. And somebody, and then at the end of that, I'm like, who got the bong? It's like, one of your students got the bong. I was like, no. And then it got worse. Did you hear the rest of the story? Yeah. Okay, I won't tell it twice. But
Do you want to show the Enrique, the paper one?
oh, let's show. No, this I don't find embarrassing at all. Actually, it's a nice companion piece to the.
The
one
nice
that I-
companion piece. So this is by Enriquito from 2015. So we met him. Do you want to talk about Enrique a bit? Or
Next week.
so we met him. He came in and we got to know him. Over
I'll tell the whole story.
the time.
Enrique did not speak English when he came to Canada, and brilliant. Like he's an absolute genius, but he was more comfortable in his native tongue. And when he was a young man, he lost his hand. And the story about how he lost his hand is actually filled with pathos, but he doesn't want people to feel bad for him, so he won't tell that story. But when we met him, this is the important thing. He came into our gallery, started taking part as the early days of Rumble. Gorilla. We didn't know that he was missing a hand. We didn't know that he couldn't speak English. We just knew that he was a very polite, gifted artist.
Yeah.
In time, he started speaking to us, sort of sharing that vulnerability.
Yeah.
In time, he went from wearing a jacket where he kept his arm obscured to wearing a long sleeve shirt. To didn't take long before he started like painting
and holding his
the hand missing into the paintings and the hand in the paintings, and often propping up a painting to show the piece. There was an unfolding of Enrique that was magical, and he became very close to our family. I tell this story all the time. We didn't know that if you're looking for status in the country, if he'd gotten a job at Tim Hortons, he would be here now, but he got a job at Goodwill, and because it was a charity, they couldn't sponsor him to stay. I think we raised a couple $1,000s for his legal fees to try and fight for him to stay. He did get deported. He lives in Florida, and he's making a killing on the beach now. So had we raised enough to
Had we
keep him here,
succeeded, he would have been stuck in Calgary,
he would have shit life in
Alberta.
Calgary. And now he is the envy of all of us. And then so his pieces were purchased by Kathleen Moore.
Yeah.
She is downsizing, and because she loves us, she's brought the work back in to be resold and to help keep the gallery open. So that's Enrique. This is probably him.
Yeah. So you were starting his off at 100.
We're going to start these off at
His
100
hit.
because he's gone now. We can't get them back. So
And then it was interesting because Chris brought in that paper one
yeah, neat, right? Because
Yeah.
a couple people started. Where is it?
on the table.
This is one of Enrique's earliest pieces,
Yeah.
and you can even see the growth between here and there. So this is probably 2012, I would think,
Look,
and
13.
2013.
Yeah, you're totally right.
And opening bid for this is
Yeah, see the
$25?
hand and the key.
Yeah. So $100 for the framed one. Opening bid $25 for the paper one.
Very cool. Do you want to show some of
Oh,
the
this was Adam.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't show that because he also did a magpie and it's way better than mine.
It's totally different style. So Adam was an artist with us at Gorilla House for a long time.
There was initially 8 artists at the Gorilla House that the gallery was meant to revolve around. And so it was the Gorilla House. There's 8 of us. So as a gag, I called them the Primate. And that ended up causing such a stir that we try not to talk about it anymore. But Adam was absolutely one of the Primate.
All
And
the
Jess
inks.
wasn't, was she?
So I was trying not to commit to a life of art and loveliness.
Yeah.
I was trying to push it away.
But Adam is a very, very serious graphic designer, and he blessed us by showing his work early on, and he's doing much bigger, better things now.
Well, he's has some murals with Elijah in the
Yeah,
city too,
yeah.
and
Well, I think he might have moved to Toronto though. Like I don't think he lives
since
here.
then.
So what we should
Oh,
probably do
This
is
is
maybe
ink. Yeah, I'm trying to show the people at home because it's like
hang a show of the work that was. Yeah, because we haven't really. If anybody wants to throw a bid out at this, we'll.
this is yeah.
Can we
It's
see it?
yeah, sure,
Yeah.
yeah. You can see that one.
We'll start it at 50.
That's fair.
That's totally
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
Hey, wait.
Hey.
Well, you can still go higher than 50.
Oh, I thought you meant it's sold. We'll take it.
Oh
We'll
no.
start it
Hold
at
your
50.
horses.
We'll take that bid.
Hold me before. That's very cool.
Did we time out everything? I think we like.
I
the
don't know. It's
napkins
getting
and
late,
stuff?
so we
I
could
think
we
we
could
did,
just
yeah.
I
we
think
could
so.
just run through where things at, and then that'll give people a chance to clear up. Enrique's bear bomb, no bids. The unnamed soldier's bear bomb, no bids.
Unnamed soldier. I can.
I think a lot of things that were gonna timed out. So Frank Sinatra's probably timed out.
I think.
The napkins? Do we ever time the napkins? That was
I don't think we got the
No, but
napkins
that
up.
was
That was the first one. Okay. So these are indigo dyed napkins. These are done. Sinatra. What was Sinatra? Just so I can. That's
85 to Dusty, and that timed out at,
okay.
right at 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
And the
Awesome.
magpie got a
Thank
bid.
you.
Is that
And yeah, your magpie.
actually my magpie is okay.
Your magpie holds up.
It's not bad.
Your magpie is beautiful.
Your magpie's at 75 to Gina.
Beautiful. So Rich's magpie's at 75 to Gina.
I wonder if Gina knew
This
we had
one's-
this magpie
That
one.
one's at 50.
This one's
to
at 50
Kyle.
to Kyle.
They're extremely different pieces.
They're
Rich.
totally
Can't
different.
compare the two.
No.
They're both great.
They're both beautiful. Okay, and yeah, do
It's
we?
conservation of energy. That's the title of this piece.
Okay, I think so.
This piece was Elijah.
Do you
Uh,
think it was? Yeah, I think.
I
it was.
absolutely know it was. Elijah was of the. If there was a primate, there was an original 5, and Elijah was in my original 5. And I'm pretty sure this is a reference to Hard Boiled at the End of the World. I don't know if I'm getting the title of that book right, but pretty great book. Let's show these again
Yeah.
because they're pretty magic. This is the kind of painting you want in your house if you're having a shitty day.
It's so-
We get bumped off the live feed sometimes for swearing, but later in the night I can loosen up a bit. Again,
These are opening at 25.
this one's really funny. Where are you? Is this is Northern Lights, right?
Sort of. But then I put like all stars and like a little nebula in that.
Yeah. So I made the mistake of not explaining on Facebook the other day when my grandma passed that she was 102. And so I'm pretty proud of my grandmother for making it to 102. We lose a person at the Rumble House 4 times a year. Once every 4 months, somebody goes to heaven. This summer, 4 people we're connected to had already passed, and then my grandmother passed, and I was just expressing myself on Facebook thoughtlessly, and I got a whole bunch of support, which is really wonderful. But I was having mixed feelings because I didn't want to just say, guys, she was 102, like I'm okay, because my grandma was pretty wonderful. But she lived in Bonnyville, and I grew up in Calgary and Vancouver and Edmonton, and every time I saw her after I started painting, which was about, I don't know, 5, she would ask me if I would paint her the Northern Lights. And I had no idea what she was talking about. I didn't even really know how to ask what she was talking about. And it was only since in the last few years that I've never seen the Northern Lights, I don't think. I've seen pictures of the Northern Lights. But since more so Rumble House than Gorilla House, I see the Northern Lights in paintings a lot. And I just had this shitty thought, I should buy that for my grandma. And then she just went away a few days ago. Up to the cosmos. Oh, I know.
Show her, yeah.
Yeah, right? Now she can have all the Northern Light
Gina bid
paintings.
60 on this magpie.
This magpie. Oh, I see.
And she
Gina
says
likes it
they're
better than
totally different magpies, equally lovely.
Nice.
Gina bid 60. Okay. Oh,
Did these get a bid?
No.
Okay, I kind of want to keep
I
this
know.
one.
That's really sweet.
Okay.
I see 2 people typing.
Oh, the motorcycle got a bid.
Yeah, it's over here.
Okay.
I think it's timed out. That's to Richard. Yeah,
Okay.
this one didn't. It's opening at 30. This one, it's okay. We just keep showing these. This is opening at 50.
This is a Mark Vasquez painting. Jess hasn't really pumped it up the way that she should have because Mark Vasquez is probably one of Canada's best painters, I think. He's definitely in Alberta considered one of the best painters. And Mark was actually a huge leap in the development of Gorilla House even before Rumble House. And what happened was I guess I was mouthing off on the radio. I got called into CBC to talk to them about what I was doing. Mark was listening to the CBC. Our format where we'd paint in 2 hours and auction the work off. The announcer said, "That sounds really scary." And I was just lipping off. I was like, "No, it's not scary at all. It's fine." And Mark
It's fine.
said out loud to himself, "No, that sounds really scary." So to his credit, Mark grabbed a couple other ACAD instructors and came into the Gorilla House. I remember we were open for around 4 weeks. And I walked into the studio, and everybody in the studio's like, "The ACAD instructors are coming." It felt like a gang fight, right? Like the Primate versus the ACAD instructors. And actually, Kathleen that donated these pieces got put in another gang we called the Mothers.
Oh, actually, Belinda has a piece here too.
From the Mothers,
Yeah.
And we just, for the sake of getting things to the auction, we just banded people into small groups. And so there's the ACAD instructors, Sylvia and Harold and Frank were the oilmen. And inside locally, we were the Primate, even though there's probably like 14 of us. We're a lot like Group 7, there was never actually 8. And anyhow, Mark was the leap where respected ACAD instructors showed up. And the wildest thing in my mind happened where we've been friends with Mark for 10 years now. He was the best man at my wedding, which we had on the roof. I guess our anniversary is next week. And we were up hanging around his campfire late one night, and he had started talking about how intimidated he was to walk into the Gorilla House. And I was like, I'm thinking like, here's a bunch of like nobody kids that opens this gallery. And when their instructors, I was done art school for a bit, but like a lot of the people in the Primate had just finished school. So like when their teachers showed up, they're like, "Oh, the ACAD instructors are coming." So I remember walking in and everybody froze because they'd heard this rumor that, the McCoys are coming or Hatfields are on their way. And to find out that amongst the ACAD instructors, Mark was saying that they were intimidated walking. And I was like, what could you have possibly been intimidated by? And he's like, "You guys just walked around like you're like gunslingers."
Arts are so funny,
and I think, given our nervousness versus how we looked, I think it was just the uncharted territory that we were going through back then. I think they were walking with a weight they didn't know they had, because just week after week, we were like reinventing the universe to make the Gorilla House work. Jess and I have been doing this for 10 years. I still do it because I learn something every week. But early on, I remember like the shift of, and like I was saying about Enrique, you could see somebody's weight double in terms of the cosmos over the spans of weeks. They come in and they're like 150 pounds, and then a couple weeks later, they're a ton, So Mark brought a lot of credibility into the space, and the opening bid for this is 50. And I would call this piece
50. It's for Luca.
I would call this piece priceless, so that's a good deal.
Luca, my train.
Joanne bid $25 on the Northern Lights.
Right? For my grandma.
Yeah, for your grandma.
I bet she sends it to my grandma.
Oh, Joanne. Okay. I think. Did we cover everything? Oh, geez.
We'll give people a few minutes to catch up, and then we're done. Did you guys have fun tonight?
Oh, it's great. Though.
I have to know, what was it like wandering into this space? Was it like crazy or?
No, it's nice. I know because my brother actually came here.
Oh, so you had a little warning. Yeah.
Oh, no, I knew about this, but I never went actually.
That's cool.
Rishma bid 55 for the train.
I would very much like to get a head injury, just enough that I could come in to discover Rumble House one time without seeing it before. What was your brother's name?
Dan.
Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Kevin, sorry.
We remember Dan. Dan came way back to the original Gorilla House.
Did he have like, I think he got some pieces maybe or something?
Lots. Dan came lots.
Oh, yeah, like before? Yeah,
I'll let him know.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
What did Sinatra sell for?
Sinatra sold for.
Sold for $85.
And I don't know if you guys were here to hear this. I painted it on a fabric that had a
Vegas.
Las Vegas prints. So the difficulty in this isn't in the detail, it's in the seeing through the detail. So I came to this and there was this loud canvas, and then I gotta like shut my brain off. This is actually super fun for me, and I've been doing it a lot this week. Basically, I come to this loud canvas, I can't see or think anything. It's almost like I turn my head and I picture the picture, and then I open my eyes and I try and put the marks down before the distraction gets in the way. And that's it's a weird hobby. But I got this one I'm going to do next. I'm pretty excited. This canvas here. It's almost too pretty. I can just hang it on the wall. But,
I just want to make a dress out of it.
I got some extra. You could make a skirt.
That's a nice skirt.
Yeah, I got some.
Just
Look at
send
right
me
here.
her measurements anyway. I'll make her a nice skirt.
Oh, it's a really pretty fabric. Okay.
Because I'm trying to practice more.
What are your measurements?
Teeny tiny. Not mine.
There's a blue song that has like that. Okay.
Well, what are your measurements?
I don't know my measurements.
There's only two really. There's va and voom.
I'm pretty close to it.
Are you going to sing us a song?
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Sorry, I thought I had it in there.
Oh, you got it, baby. Oh yeah, next week is our anniversary, so that's only special because you got married here on the roof. No.
That's only.
That's the only reason.
I mean, the only reason I'm announcing it to you guys is that we got married here on the roof, and there's a few funny stories about that, but maybe we'll tell them next week.
Will be your last anniversary.
No.
You have no idea how bad I can screw up, and I still have anniversaries. And I say that from experience. Like, you would not believe the screw ups that I could survive and still be married to Jessica Tiru. Right? I screw up all the time.
Shining right above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me while I'm alone with the blues. Dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger. Oh, I'm singing Louis Armstrong. Sorry for reading.
Can we just get Alvin up to talk about his first art show?
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Come on.
Alvin, come on up. Big
hope
round of applause.
So, well, this is a big deal for us because we used to show art about once a month, and we haven't shown art since before COVID. Your first art show
camera's
since in the last 3 years. How do you feel?
I feel very blessed to be able to show everybody my art. I think really seeing it all together on the one wall really made it all come together.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you guys coming.
Yay! It looks so good. Alvin.
And he bought all the chips tonight. If you had some
Yeah.
chips.
Is that your contribution? I should have known the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, right? Awesome. Okay, so if anyone has any, we'll figure out the sales. And if you bought online, we'll be in contact with you shortly over the next couple days. And thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you.